Okay, so what we have here is the project. I know y'all like, damn, what the hell type of shit he got wired up here. That's a big ass motor. It's like almost overkill. Yeah, you ain't lying about that. You know, look at the tires on there. How you got this thing set up? This thing is a contraction. Contraption is like, yo, is it really working? This shit looks ill and it looks dope and dangerous. That's what I like about it. it's it's a beast. As you can see, the tires in the front, just from handling the car and the weight of the car, are wearing down, but they're still pretty good. Good enough tread on it. Lot of 5 spokes, by the way. Over here, as you can see in the back, all gone. Damn near. It's all good though. Still got some grip left. What we have here now is basically the throttle servo I came up with. Now, if you look at it, it's basic. You can tell it came off of another RC that I had laying around. I decided to take the steering servo from one of the cars and modify it to actually give me power. And the way it works is, okay, first we turn on this switch right here, this big ass switch that's not mounted down. And as you can see the way the terminal's set up, as you get close, you look. It's not rocket science, but you get the picture. I'll give you a taste of what it does. Oh, hold up. We got a little grip. Back that thing up a little bit. Okay, now, as you look, let me get a better angle at this. Okay, right here. Okay, as this touches, nope, I can't see it right there. Let me go take this photo. Okay, you already know, once I contact the terminals, for my people who know about this stuff already, things happen as far as like wheels get to turning, power gets transferred, lithium polymer heats up. Give you a shot. And this shit's still grinding against. Come on, back a little bit more. Let's see what happens. Okay, now. Let's see. Yeah. Everything's running good too. Everything's running good. I'm running on 4S, 550 size motor. There go my 4 LiPos in here if you can get a good view of them. Those 4 bad babies right there. It was really a 5S setup, but I blew a cell. I don't believe I blew a cell. I believe I blew a thermal fuse in the inside of the cell. So I just kind of tossed it away. You know why I did that? It's because I have something like this. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 10S. 10S is going to be available. Ooh, look at those fingernails. That's all batteries. Now, 10S. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the bottom. 10S is what I'm going to be running in this guy. When? I have no motherfucking idea. Will it take it? Maybe. Also have 4 more right there. Right there. I have 2 of these packs right here, but I'm going to use these for my other car. But these right here are pretty good. These are 52 or 5500 milliamps. Lithium polymer cells, and I still haven't wired them up and charged them up, so can't wait to test these bad boys out and see what they could do. But yeah, it's like I've been running across this electronic stuff lately a little easy, batteries, motors, gears. I have a whole bunch of gears here. I'm thinking about making a custom transmission just for this motor, due to the fact because what I realized, my gears are overkill. Okay, I got a big palm in the way you can't see that, but my gears are overkill. It's basically a single speed, transmission. We all know that we will want something to have like a pinion here and a spur there. with another pinion right there, going to another spur to give me more of a mechanical advantage. I can go with a smaller motor, or I can go with a bigger pinion for more top end speed and still have good torque available. So many things that can happen with that new transmission that I want to design. Also I'm asking myself, and I'm also doing research to see if these little gears can take the power from these motors. Now, there's one thing I figured out, that this gear right here can actually fit the motor here. So I have a couple things lined up I want to try, but I don't know if it would actually work. I would like some information, from some people, some feedback from some people who knows about gears, how much torque can they actually take before they actually get stripped or something. If you guys have any answers, you already know, I would love to hear them and see what you got. I'm kind of new to this hobby thing and old to it as well. It's like when I was a kid, you used to be into it, but I never had, somebody to take me to this hardware store, hobby shop to go get them and stuff like that. So, this is what I'm into now, and this is what I'm trying to start making money off of. As you can see, I built my cars custom. Looking at the chassis, yeah, I know it looks a little fuckery right now. You see tape. I usually have zip ties on it. It's looking a little fuckery right now, but it's rolling, and it's weak as hell too. As you can see, we got some flex. We got some major flex, funk flex, y'all. We got some major flex in it. It's all good though. I ain't really worried about too much of that. I can always stiffen that up with a plate, steel plate. Add some weight, but hey, more weight is good due to the fact because all this thing does is burn rubber. It needs to stick to the ground better. But yeah, I mean, it's a basic setup. I do want to upgrade my electronics. I'm using basic electronics that you can find at Walgreens and stuff like that, like little cars at Walgreens. Look at the transmitter. Look at how I actually modified the car. The car was actually small, and I actually stretched it out, widened it, and lengthened it. Gave it some length. Modified the body. This is the body. And it actually looks pretty good. Modified the body. Now what goes in the back here is a wing. It's actually a pretty cool vehicle. I definitely dig it. It's actually a nice machine if you take your time and do things right. Now, I think this is going to be my new thing, actually buying RCs from like Walmart or Toys R Us, whatever, or Target, and modify them due to the fact because they're cheaper. They come with basically everything in the box already. All you have to do is just add, a few components, and it's rolling, and it's widened, and it's lengthened, and you're adding length. So it's like, you can't really beat the prices for that. And, you can always add whatever motor setup in the back, gas motor, electric motor, rocket, air, whatever. It's got to be creative, But definitely, man, these things right here, beast. My next video, I'd love to show you how, much power to take. Give you a little footage of, how it runs right now on 4S. I'm gonna wire it up at what's this? 10S right here. I'm gonna wire it up to okay, we got 2.6 over this. That's 6 plus 10, 16. 20S. So what I'll do is I'll run 20S on it to see how it run. I don't think the chassis is actually stable enough for it. I have to reinforce the chassis on it, but definitely this little puppy, this little race dog right here, definitely put out some numbers. Now, as you can see, guys, I have no speed control and all that. A little on the budget right now. Have no speed control, no digital proportion. It's like my speed control is basically, the only way I could set it up is where I could put a terminal over here. I could put a terminal over here and wire it to like 7.4 volts, and then wire this terminal to the 14.4 coming from the force pack. Now that'll give me 2 speeds only, but still it'd be worth more than just having one, because all I got is all balls. All balls when I press that gas, and that'll be the reason why these tires will go like it ain't nothing. By the way, those are custom tires. I give you a little tip. What I did was I took a car mat, at the bottom of the car mat, how they had those little prickly things right there? Yeah, what you do is, you just take a razor, you cut the width that you're gonna need. After you cut the width, you cut the length that you're gonna need. Take the Gorilla Super Glue, glue them up. But first, you're gonna have that carpet stuff, in the inside. What I did was I took a lighter and set it all on fire, and then peeled the hard stuff away, and left it with a nice strip of good rubber. Does it last? I mean, it depends on the car. If your car is really heavy and, what I'm saying, it's like, it's very fast and it needs that grip, it's going to wear down that grip. So, but far as grip wise, oh yes. Handling, taking off. This car is so light though, and it has so much power though, that it doesn't even matter how much, tire I have on the back. It's just going to spit rubber. Especially on 20S. But yeah, guys. I mean, I'm never really going also, before I actually start the build, I want to see if I can, try to raise some money or, gain some electronics, whatever. I'll come pick them up. You can ship them off, whatever. I pay for the shipping. But if you guys have any receivers out there with some servos that you got sitting laying around, I'll take them. I'll send you some money from them. I just a little skeptical. I'm just a little skeptical about ordering from eBay and all these other stuff. Never ordered. If I could just call you up and say, hey, listen, meet me over here, whatever, we could do something like that, and I got some bread for you. Definitely, we could do business. I'm looking for a receiver and transmitter, 2 servos. Actually, no, 1 servo, 4 throttle. 4 steering. Maybe an ESC as well. I mean, I'm going to need all of it in order to really see some speed, the speed I want out of this car. Right now, it's just all balls. And what it'll do is it'll just take off like a beast. It'll just take off like a beast. And once it, I can't really run it too long because it'll run out of range and it'll keep going. And, I done hit a couple of cars already. I don't know how this thing is still intact, but lucky for me, I can always bend these things back. That's what I like about my chassis. So, hit me up, guys. Tell me how you like the video. It's my first YouTube video. I don't know how good the quality is, but, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll show you some more in a minute. Just give me a second. I'm going to light the motors up. Let you hear how it really sound. Kick some ass on it. All right?